It's Week 8 of the NFL, where division rivals will clash in the AFC North. It's the Browns and the Bengals, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium, right on the banks of the Ohio River. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Brandon Garden alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
And it takes this near the 25, just a little past. Here's Williams throwing on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
We saw something last week you don't see very often. Team loses, but the quarterback, the trigger man, Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC. That's pretty impressive.
You rarely see that. Of course, don't worry, folks. He said the obligatory, I would have traded that for a victory any day of the week.
Yeah, no doubt about it. But still, he must have played awfully well to win it when his team lost.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off play action. Gordon. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. A handoff to Mixon. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. This defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Shreds the tackle. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now Joe Mixon Gets past one man, and they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. On second down, here's Mixon. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Back to throw. Gordon. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for Cleveland.
Not sure much more could have been done there defensively. One up with to knock it away. Tried to get an arm in unsuccessfully.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Williams. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Looking to throw. Williams. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
That was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. From the gun on 3rd down. Gordon. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to. But a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning of that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense, because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that one spanning and even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Now for the point after. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bengals set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. From the gun, a give to Mixon. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they run with Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming to Chenault on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Back to throw. Gordon. The left side throw complete to Adams. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Off the play fake. Gordon. Got a man open. It's Chase. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Mixon. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. The 30, 20, 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
A try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Mixon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mixon with it. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard?
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's been effective in their winning, so it makes it a little easier to put a montage together.
It really does, doesn't it? Because we can see him throwing it really well. But how about everything else that's going on? Protection has been excellent. And, of course, the guys catching the ball have provided some highlight reels themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always just one man. He's been good, but you got the guys catching the ball, too.
Yeah, you name it. It's all coming together for them. What they call that synergy. Everything working together really well. And right now, he's the focal point of it.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover and put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Williams. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw, Williams. And that will be incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick is indeed good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. You know, normally he's probably happy with how he's playing. He's playing pretty well, but in the second quarter, you look up your team's losing. I don't think any quarterback's satisfied.
Not at all, and what they're really seeking is how do I play even better and inspire my teammates to do exactly the same in order for us to get back on top on the scoreboard. That's when you find out you have a quarterback. If they're just satisfied with their stat line,
they're not really a leader.
Not at all. You just have a guy playing the position.
To throw on 2nd down, Gordon.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. To throw on third down, Gordon. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Williams on 1st and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Williams now to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back to throw again. Drops it off for Chubb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw again.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And this one is right through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
We got trips over here.
Throwing to start the drive. Gordon. It's caught here by Adams. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 1st down. Gordon. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 1st down, Gordon. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. Touchdown!
LaVisca Chenault,
an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the jets, and took it all the way.
Pass on for the extra point.
And the lead will shrink to 6. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They go with Chubb on second down. Fights loose. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Williams. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Williams.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Here's Williams to throw on 3rd down. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Looking to throw on second down. Gordon.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. On 1st and 10, Gordon. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now Williams. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
It's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work.
Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
He's got a first down past the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Gordon. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
To throw on second down, Gordon.
This is Chenault on the receiving end.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Gordon. To Mixon on the check down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach,
What do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Williams. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Williams on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football, and this is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
Williams now operating from the gun. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. That catch good for only a couple. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Throwing on 1st down. Gordon caught on the right side by Adams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gordon. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gordon. Open man is Higgins. 7 yards the pickup there.
That's it, baby.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. From the gun, Gordon. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. From the gun on third down, Gordon. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 70 yards on the ground for him so far. Looking to throw on second down. Gordon. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a third and long. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Mixon. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Bass is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Working with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Williams. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Williams. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game. And that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game. Gordon's throw taken in here by Chase.
To throw on 2nd down. Gordon. That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it.
We got this.
On 1st down. Gordon. There's another one complete to Chenault. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st. A handoff to Mixon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Gordon. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Williams. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Joseph Osai in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw. Williams. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So now the Bengals down on the scoreboard. 2:08 on the clock. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down with a 1st down as they get about 14 out of that one. And we go to the 2-minute warning. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's going to let it fly. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
A run for Nick Chubb. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.